motherfuckers, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nikki Marie. What's up? But yeah, today's gonna be a topic video. The regular schmegular degular type of videos, because why not? This topic is gonna be about why females are like so dumb over dudes, why they so quick to take them back, why are they so, you know, just quick to forgive a dude when they get it done wrong. It's because when you in love with a man or a boy, and it's like you don't see nobody else but him, you not worry about nobody else but him, it's just him. Him. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a dumb bitch. I used to be so stupid over somebody that, like, when it, like, I even said this before, I think, that when I was getting disrespected, I'm not talking about like getting cheated on. I don't, not, well, not with my first love, I wasn't getting cheated on, but when I was, in the relationship with my first love, it was just disrespect going on. What I mean by that is like just being rude, not being considerate of my feelings, stuff like that. And then when I like say was bothering me or whatever, he tried to flip the script and like make it seem like I'm just, being irrational, and I'm just a person at fault. So that's why the relationship didn't work. I finally have strength to leave the relationship. I was over and done with it. Like, it was just so much that happened in the relationship that, like, I'm not gonna speak on, because of course it's nobody's business. But stuff did happen, and I did love him a lot. So yeah, at some point I was stupid over him. I was a fucking dumbass. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a pretty female. I know I'm a pretty female, but when it came to him, like, I was so stupid over him, and I don't even know why. Like, now that I look back at it, it's like he wasn't worth crying over. He wasn't worth getting mad over. Telling, like, expressing my feelings. He wasn't worth it. So another thing, like, boys are very manipulative, and what I mean by that is, it's like the standards is so different compared to females and guys. Like, men, they can, or boys, they can do whatever they want as they please, and you know what I'm saying, they don't really get judged for the stuff they do. But when it's us females, we get called bitch, a hoe, a slut. um you know what I'm saying, we just out there basically, to them. And you know what I'm saying, it sucks being a female sometimes, because like we can never catch a break. And people like try to clown single mothers and stuff, and um just a whole bunch of stuff. Boys definitely have it easy. I feel like they can say what they want, and ain't nobody gonna really come for them. Ain't nobody gonna really tell them how it is, or if they in the wrong. And when it's like us females, it's just like we in the wrong, period, even if we not in the wrong. So another thing, hold on, let me put this. Okay, gotta let it show. Anyways, another thing, boys can be very, like I said, be manipulative. And then there's some that have that narcissist, how you say it, narcissistic, whatever. They, people have that type of behavior. That's the people that you do not need to deal with. Those are the people that you need to stop fucking with, period. Because those are the ones that, like, they don't see when they in the wrong. It's like when all this fucking noise, like, it's like no matter how many times you try to put things in their head and let them know, like, you're in the wrong, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, it's like they just go be like, I don't think I did nothing wrong, I think you did something wrong, and they go try to pin on you. So that's what I mean by that. Like, my ex was definitely that. And Of course, it's like you want to stay in the relationship because, of course, you've been in love with that person. I know I was in love with him because I lost my virginity to him. And, you know, when us females go through that stage, it's like you automatically attach to that person because, you know, you gave that person your body. Nobody else got access to it. Nobody else hit it. Just that person first. So, so of course feelings will always be there, and then not only that, but like it could be other things that describes first love, like you never met somebody that you shared the same things with, or you know, like y'all just vibe so perfectly. You know, that could be a first love too. It don't have to be like just, you know, the person you lost your virginity to, but it could be that too. And another thing, when kids involved, that's one of the hardest things ever because it's a baby involved now. So if you have issues in your relationship and it's a kid involved, yes, it's gonna be more hard. It's gonna be more difficult. You gonna be trying to put pieces together into the relationship, and it's just not gonna work. And then you gonna be, you know, sitting there thinking like, how the hell I'm gonna repair the relationship because now it's a child involved. Now we share a kid together, and you know, if we break up, like, are we still gonna live together, or are we just gonna go our separate ways, or you know what I'm saying? How the fuck this gonna work? So it's very hard with the child involved. Me, you know, I'm saying I was just able to just leave the relationship, but I'm pretty sure if it was the kid involved, it would be much harder. And I don't blame the females that go through that because it's like people don't realize that there's dudes out here that just don't give a fuck. Like I be seeing posts where it be females, and instead of uplifting women, they try to bash them. They be like, well, it's your fault with the person you lay down with and had a kid with. But like, I mean, I definitely get that because like if you know how that person was before you got pregnant by them, then you, yeah, of course you should never did it. But y'all gotta understand, people wake up with different feelings every single day. Like I know one day I could wake up happy like I did this morning, and then the next day I could be irritated, I could be mad, you know what I'm saying, I'll just shut myself down and I don't want to talk to nobody. Like that's just how I am. So you know what I'm saying, when people make fun of single moms, single parents and stuff like that, I don't like that because like you don't know what goes on between people's households and all that. Like you have no idea, and you just assuming that like um you know, when the female lay down with the dude, like they brought it upon themselves. Like that's not how it works. And you know what I'm saying? Like never feel bad about being a single parent. If you're a single mom or a single dad watching this, do not feel bad about the situation that you're in. Sometimes things just don't happen. Like yeah, like just like me. When I was pregnant, I thought, you know, everything was gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I thought, you know what I'm saying, we was gonna be a solid, you know, couple eventually and, you know, raise this kid together, but of course it did not work out. And you know what I'm saying, I'm not just gonna sit here and blame it all on him. I know I have some fault at it too, and you know what I'm saying, I should never fuck with the boy. Simple as that. I wouldn't, you know, that would never happen to me if I just got to know him more, and you know what I'm saying, we was already in a relationship, because you know what I'm saying, like, but yeah, when there's a child involved, it's definitely hard, and it's like you want it to work. A lot of people want it to work, especially as females. Nobody wants to be a single parent. Nobody wants to have to raise their kid on their own, and you know what I'm saying, it had to struggle. It's so hard. And like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a mother myself yet, but I know, like when I used to babysit my niece when she was like probably a few months old, I'm telling you, it was so hard. I remember at some point I just wanted to cry because I think she was having diarrhea the whole day, and I had to clean up after. I had to keep giving her. I think I gave her like 2 or 3 baths a day. It was the hardest damn thing I ever had to go through with watching her. You know what I'm saying? She was a good baby. It's just, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? When it's just you and the baby, and you ain't got no other help, it's the hardest shit to ever have to do. And you know what I'm saying, just me being a babysitter, I literally almost fucking cried because I was just so frustrated. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep cleaning up. I had to keep, you know what I'm saying? It's just hard work. So, you know what I'm saying? I know I do want a child of my own. And I know how much responsibility come with that, but shit, that's just some, I'm finna take, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell, I'm finna be a mom. That's that. Like, that's how I look at it. As a mom, you don't get no breaks at all. You know what I'm saying? You can go out and all that, but as a mom, you basically a full time mom, and you in it for the rest of your life. Like, most moms that I know, they don't walk out on their child. They don't, you know what I'm saying, just kick their child to the curb or give their child off to another family member to raise. It's like, us real females know, like, once you a mom, ain't no stopping that. Like, you a mom for the rest of your life, and that's that. If the dude ain't there, fuck him. But as a female, knowing that you carried a child for 9 whole months, you know, that's just a responsibility you gonna have to do. Like, I know some females walk out, but at the same time, like, when you know this is what you signed up for, when you know, like, this is what you really want, and you ain't gotta have second guess about it, second thoughts, you just don't do it, basically. Females definitely try to stick it out with the guy for, the sake of the child, and I understand that. But at some point, you just gotta get the hell up and walk out. And, you know what I'm saying? It definitely hurts after a breakup, but at the same time, one day you go sit back and think, and just, you know what I'm saying, sit in a room by yourself or just sit in the car, and you just gonna be thinking, like, I shouldn't even have to go through that. I should never had to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? It should have just been me and my child this whole time, and I don't know why I stuck around, but I'm glad I left. That's how I look at it. So I definitely was happy that I got out of that relationship, and I feel much better because, like, now I can finally move on. I can find somebody better for me somewhere out there, and that's that. So yeah, never clown a female just because she want to work on her relationship. I mean, y'all could do that, but if you know, like, you constantly being cheated on, you constantly, excuse me, crying yourself to sleep at night, and you just, sad all the time, that's when it's just time to leave. Period. That's just the bottom line. Like, don't try to force something that don't supposed to happen. And I know that's what I try to do too. I try to force a relationship. Like, I try to keep sticking around, and, you know what I'm saying, and be supportive in the relationship, and it just wasn't working out, and I just say, you know what, it's over and done with. So yeah, if you going through hard times with your boyfriend, um I don't know how y'all situation is, but if it's like you going through the same thing I went through, the constant disrespect, that manipulative and narcissistic behavior, I hope I said that right, then it's just time to go out and find somebody better, or just focus on yourself, because at this point it's like, why keep trying? You literally go keep being sad. Like, that's exactly how it was. Like, of course, like, me and him was in love. We had good times, like, definitely had good times together, not just like intimacy, but it just came to a point where, you know what I'm saying, yeah, I was happy, like, being in a relationship with him, but then I had to think in my head, like, I'm really not happy. I'm really with somebody who's not really for me, and because I'm, like, so in love and so attracted to him, that's why I stay. And it just kept making my self-esteem go down, basically. Like, um you know what I'm saying? And it's hard being a pretty female and trying to find somebody right for you, because I know there's just guys out there that, like, look at attractive females and all they want is sex, basically. And, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't like that. Like, he waited a long time until I was ready to lose my virginity. So, um, but it was just like a situation where as like I just knew it was gonna work out at some point. At some point, I just knew like I needed to move on, and that's what happened. Us females, we definitely gotta stick together, and you know what I'm saying, thrive together. You like we can't be out here just clowning other females, making fun of them for getting cheated on, making fun of them for, you know what I'm saying. We just can't do that to each other because if you know what I'm saying, one day some of y'all might go through the same thing. So you can't be out here just, oh, she's stupid, she's dumb.